Hey, it's Megan here, back with another video. I am here to do my, what is this? My May wrap up. So I read 6 books in the month of May. I was really busy and I was really distracted because of someone. I am not going to call them out in this video, but he know who he is. Anyway, so I read 4 physical books and I listened to 2 audiobooks. And so I'm going to start probably the shortest book. And I loved, you know what? All the books that I read and listened to this month, I loved. They all were either 4 or 5 stars for me. Okay, so the first book I read was The Alchemist by Paul Coelho. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure. I butcher people's last names because my name is so simple. But this book is a classic. So many people have read it. I can say that depending on where you are in your life, you will get something different from this book. So I definitely would recommend to anyone. The next book is, this is the last book I read. This is the book I literally just got finished with on May 31st. For whatever reason, it took me a long time to get into this book. It's a historical fiction. It is called The Moor's Account by Layla Lalami. It was awesome once I got into it, but it did take me a while to get into it. It is one of those books that it will have you saying, all right, one more chapter. All right, one more chapter, I'm going to bed. And the twists and the turns and the way that Mufasa, the main protagonist in this book, or is really his account of the events that happened. Basically, this is Mufasa's version of what happened during his time of slavery, when basically the Spanish Inquisition was going on. Yeah, so this is a good book. Read it if you like historical fiction. The next book that I read and I loved and I was obsessed with, and it was a buddy read with my YouTube BFF, Skinny Girl Fat Hair, was Sarafina. If I didn't know I like fiction with dragons, I like fiction with dragons. Now, this book is a different take in regards to, I guess, dragon books, because they're like half breeds in this book and they're full breeds and there's human interaction and there's wars. I cannot wait to get into the second book. This is a duology. And the last physical book I read is upside down, is Anna and the French Kiss. This is a very, very popular read on YouTube, and I can understand why. I am almost 30 and this book made me want to go to boarding school. It actually had me contemplating on sending my son to boarding school in France, but I probably won't do that because all that was going on, it would stress me out. And the 2 books that I listened to on Audible, the first book was Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This book is the book that you want to listen to on Audible. They have 20, okay, did you hear me? 20 voice characters, sound effects. Listen. And the AI, the artificial intelligence in this, clever. And the last book, which is one of the first books I read in May, I did not do this in order, is You by Caroline Kempis. This book, God, after I first started to listen to this book made me not want to speak to anyone. It made me not want to have any general conversation with anyone because I am just not interested in anyone doing all the things that this man did to this girl. I'm just not interested. creepy, but you want to listen to more. Okay? The narrator of this, his voice is creepy. I see why they picked him for this. I don't think I would have been able to read this book with the way that he talks about certain things. I don't even want to say anything because I feel like anything I say will be a spoiler. So basically, this is a guy that decides to stalk this woman who just said hi and had some nice conversation. Not mean and friendly. And he decided that, yes, he loved her. Lord, this book stayed with me, and Lord. But this was a good book, so I suggest that you listen to it. I don't know about reading it, but I suggest that you listen to it. But anyway, anyway, guys, this was my May wrap up. Let me know what you read this month. Give me some suggestions on what I should read in June. Yeah, give me some suggestions on what I should read in June. Let me know your opinions on the 6 books that I read this month. And let's interact. I'm all about the interaction. So, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I am putting out more bookish content. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.